here we've got my landscape plant collection. This so our first two plants, this was at the intersection on 19th and Flint on campus. It's a raised bed with bricks. There's a really large tree here, as you can see. Um, um, and then at the base of the tree, we have these ornamental kale. Oh, I didn't want that color, but it's okay. You can still see it. These ornamental kale, and unfortunately, that's the best photo I have because I didn't want to get in the raised bed. I believe these were transplanted, um, not too many weeks ago, so I didn't want to step on anything. Um, and then as well in the raised bed, we have these pansies. Um, in here as well, they fill the rest of the raised bed. It's quite large. I think the colors work really well together. I think over time they'll look a lot better. They're still growing in a bit more. Maybe like a week or two ago, they definitely didn't look this great. Um, they were still looking a little small and a little sad. So I think this looks quite nice together. Their soil, it looks compact and it gets watered, I believe, either by drip or like the actual like landscape on campus will take care of them. But for the most part, they look quite nice. Here's a grass. I believe this is the Raviana grass. This is located at the Adolph Cellars, straight down Indiana on like 112th Street. This landscape was quite beautiful. There was a sunset happening in the background, if you can see back here. Um, when I took this picture, it was very beautiful. But there was a lot more like woody plants, as you can see, like back here and back here. It was mainly woody plants, except for these guys. But I think they added quite a bit to the landscape. Um, I think the colors all worked really well together. There weren't super many pops of colors in the plants, but it is cold right now, so a lot of their woody plants might not have flowers and things, but they did supplement with like actual decor like in planter pots and things and such. It looked pretty healthy, just it's getting cool, so things tend to look a little bit some things tend to be a little crispy dead from the chill. Um this is a philodendron. This was taken at the very beginning of the semester. I believe this is gone now because they took all of the plants out of there, but this was at the Bayer Plant Science building. Um from what I can remember, it looked quite healthy. I think it needed a little bit of stability with some of its larger leaves. And it kind of was a little bit all over the place. Maybe needed a bit of a trim here and there. Again, that stability was a bit needed. But it'd be watered by staff, so I think, and the actual bed that's like back here has drip irrigation, so I'm not sure if there was drip irrigation in the pot or so, but it would be watered. The soil is wet in this picture. um so Here, this was also super early in the semester, super early in the morning. I remember this because I was on a run. um Again, I have two flowers here. You can't see this one super well, but this is the Turk's cap. I wish I had a closer picture, but I don't. Um, I think you can really tell that it's a Turk's cap because it has a cute little bulb with a little thing sticking out, and it has these super, like, kind of big, wilty looking leaves. Um, it was quite bushy. A few of the leaves were kind of crispy because it's pretty hot. You know how Texas heat is weaning off of summertime. Same thing goes for these hibiscus. Um, the bush itself was quite healthy. A few of the flowers had some wilting petals. Had some wilting petals and some of the edges were a little crispy from the heat, I believe, and then there were a few just bulbs. Um, the greenhouse at this point was a little chaotic, but they kind of cleaned it up later through the semester. So, and then here, this is a pothos plant located at my job. Um, it's not in the greatest condition. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the only herbaceous plant or really landscape plant we have in a restaurant. I think it adds a nice ambiance. Um, in there. It adds a little, a little green pop, a little, I don't know. I'm a big plant. I think it adds a nice, touch to it. Anyways, it used to be a lot bushier here, but I'm one of the only people who water it, and I only water it in the mornings when I'm at work. But I don't work that many mornings, so it struggled sometimes a bit, and I've removed quite a few of these like dead leaves. It doesn't get the best sunlight, um, because this part up here kind of blocks the sunlight. So I think a lot of those leaves, along with just drying out a bit faster, um, a lot of those leaves aren't getting as much sunlight as they really need to grow. But yes, this